How beautiful the markets are. Yesterday in the morning we were buy at 1980 for gold and it achieved 2010, and in the evening we were sell at 1980 and it achieved 1965. I hope you profited trading both ways. Likewise, silver, interestingly, how many times I have iterated that 2020 is a greater support. It went till 2020, achieved 2020 and bounced back. I hope you all profited there too. Now what to expect today in gold and silver, we will see with the help of charts and indicators. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. This is the first video for the day. The second update will be released before the US session was that also. Let's start. First we'll look into gold, followed with silver. Watch till the end, listen to it carefully, note down the levels, trade as per the level. Now see, after achieving the highs here, it has expanded the Bollinger Bandwidth and hence gold has dropped since then and now again trading at 80-85 levels. And interestingly, you can see here 85 is proving out to be a slightly stronger resistance for gold to pass by. At the same time, 75 is giving it a slightly, you can say, little resistance for it to drop pass by. So yes, this should be a no trading zone for us, because once it break pass by, why it is important, because see, whenever one's level is breached, definitely it will try to achieve the next step in the process, the next resistance zone in the process, which means that see, 1990 is the first target and 1991 rather, I'll say, the first target, and beyond that we may see it hitting once again 1998 and 2005 levels. So yes, you can say that you can take a trade at 1985 today and expect it to rise if it continues to stay there. At the same time, one must also take into account the flip side of it, that if it draws below 1975, you have to stay short. Below 1975, rather I will say 1974, below 1974 you can stay short, and we might look at 1965, 1960. Now 1960 is going to be a greater support here for the day, because below that there is going to be furthermore drop which might take it till towards 1940 levels. But this is the first part. Let's have a further detail look. See, the hourly stochastic has dropped. The MACD on the hourly charts is bearish. It is trying to converge. The stochastic is RSI is also dropped a bit. It was trading overbought, and now look at the 2-hour. Likewise, on the 2-hour chart, the situation is same. The same levels we can accept here too, that is 85 and 75 levels. Above and below you can buy and sell. You can see the 20 period moving average given it a support for once. Now second time also we might see it giving a support, which means 67, 68 could be slight support for the day. But every support is meant to be broken and every resistance is meant to be broken. Remember this fact. The stochastic is seen rising. The MACD here has crossed over. This is trading with slight divergence, but the candle size has flattened. Probably it might converge a bit before looking forward to diverge more. The RSI is looking upwards again. And if you look at the 3-hour charts, similar is the story on the 3-hour chart. But remember, a rise here, and probably it may try to trade in this zone, which means a slight rise before looking forward to a drop again is very much possible. Stochastic at bottom trying to look upwards. The MACD here on the 3-hour charts has crossed over, trading with slight divergence. This is the second red candle here, and see, this crossover is happening at a slightly higher levels, which means it can stress the drop for a little while. RSI is also trading near to the top at uncomfortable levels. Now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, you can clearly see that there is a kind of support here at 74, 75. With that as support, it is trying to give you lower highs. I'll wait for it to break past 85 levels, then only confirm this for a rise. So fairly simple. The trading is today. Sell at 75, 74 and then buy at 85 levels. That is what you can do for this $10. Do not try to take any position, but see, the 4-hour stochastic has dropped a bit, and that is why we can see slightly greener candles. It can try to retrace back a bit on the upside. Now see how beautifully with the slighter rise it was trading overbought, and from here till here in just a little move it has completed the journey from overbought to oversold levels. Now looking forward to upside, but at the same time one must not forget that on the 4-hour chart the MACD has just crossed over, and this crossover is again happening at a slightly higher level. So this time if it stretches, it is going to be a sharper move there. We have to be watchful. RSI is also trading near to the top there, and likewise on the daily. Now see on the daily charts in my weekly analysis, I told you that gold is trading in this channel. The highs of this channel are little far away at around 2050, 2040 levels. It has achieved close to 2010. Now look at yesterday's move. See the candle, it closed in red, and yes, it had a very strong long tail, long upper body, you can say upper shadow, you can say, which means the price do not want to stay longer on the upside, and that is why it has dropped. Yes, it has a very smaller tail. This also indicates that there is a stronger resistance on the downside. But remember one fact, that today any point of time, once it stays below 75, 74, it can again stress the drop there. It can try to take it further down. Now what it is trying to do, I told you yesterday also, that the complete movement for now might engulf within this candle for a couple of days or more. That is till 1920. Even if it tries to drop, this should be a very very strong support level here, and for a few days or a couple of days from now, we can see this complete movement within this zone itself before it looks forward to a rise again. So that is what is happening right now. Yes, we may see a slighter drop. That is my expectation, because see the stochastic is overbought and it is again looking down, and what we had seen in the 4-hour charts may replicate it here also, where for next few days, despite being completely engulfed in this with the slightest lower movements, it can try to drop a bit. The MACD is also divergent and bullish. The candles have achieved the peak here. You can see this very clearly, and it is looking down, tapered down, which means that there could be a move which may bring it lower. The RSI is also trading overbought, which is also indicating that the highs may not try to survive and it can get a pullback. But at the same time, till the time it stays above 75, do not consider this for a sell. That is also very clear. And see, we have a long trading day left ahead in front of us, and almost 16 to 18 hours from now, we can see good things. Three sessions will come into picture: Asia session, Europe session, and then US session. So these can bring definitely volatility, and hence you have to encash both ways. Stay long above 85, but then you have to be very very cautious, very very alert on the upside. You have to put strictly a trailing stop loss of $5. And yes, the risks are always there. Hence, while trading, you should also ascertain the risk. It can reverse any point of time. It can be, see, the support resistance levels are at 1990, 91, but then if it reverses beyond, you should always keep your stop losses at cost. Trade accordingly. Now let's have a look at silver. And yes, if you want to learn this art of trading, you should join my mentorship batch. The 20th batch started yesterday, and the 21st batch will be announced soon. You can reserve your seats in advance. Let's start. Now reach out to me via Telegram or email. Both the Telegram channel and the email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Now look at silver. See, silver yesterday, after achieving the highs, see, double top almost is done, and then it has seen a drop. And see, closely 2020, I have told several times, 2020 is going to provide a very good support. It went close to 2020 levels and bounced back since then. But look here again, 2060 is proving out to be a very very good resistance. So for the day in between 2060 and 2045, rather I will say, do not trade, and below that you can expect 2040 and 2020 levels once again. So yes, if it breaks from here, see, because it is getting a very very strong resistance, it can take a strong drop on the downside, and once it does, it is going to give you a sharper move. At the same time, if it breaks past 2060, stays above 2060, once again more rally can be expected, and then 2075 2080 zone is going to provide the maximum resistance. Beyond that, certainly 23 are the next levels, and if it breaks past 23.20, it is going to hit $24 very very soon. We have seen this in our weekly analysis, that now silver is back in the block of 22.24. In fact, rather I will say 21.50 till 21.50 should not be considered bearish. Because why? See, this is a consolidation zone from where the rally has happened, and it is trying to sustain this breakout, and there are supports at 21.50 levels. Now see, the stochastic has dropped a bit on the hourly chart. The MACD is already at bottom, trading is still bearish. RSI trying to show some strength, looking upwards. Likewise on the 2-hour charts, most importantly, it is trying to get some support here at 2050 2045 zone, and hence you have to wait for it to break past below these levels. Specifically, to if 2040 is taken, certainly bearishness will prevail today. The stochastic is overbought. The MACD has crossed over, trading with slight divergence. If you look at the RSI, this is almost trading near to the top. Now look at 3-hour chart. Now see on the 3-hour charts, you've seen consolidation, breakout, three candles. Now again trying to consolidate. Yes, it is still bullish till the time it stays. See $20 levels has provided it a very, very strong support. We have seen this, and this is the long-term trend line, which has proven out to be a good support here. The stochastic is seen rising. The MACD is trying to cross over, and it is almost on the verge of a crossover for a bearish move. RSI is trading flat. And if you look at 4-hour charts, now see on the 4-hour charts, couple of retracement candles and again in green, but it is still failing to go past 2060. That is most important. Once it stays about 2060, more bullishness may prevail. So yes, 2060, 2045 levels should not trade, and specifically 2040 levels you should watch out for. Once it breaks below 2040, it is going to drop. The MACD is trying to cross over for a sell here. The RSI is almost trading near to the top there. And if you look at the 4-hour chart, daily chart, now look at the daily charts here, almost double top here on the daily chart. This is almost the weekend candle here. And see the highs we have formed almost at the same levels, and since then it has dropped. Now today again it is opened in green, and it is looking upwards, and which also makes 2045 as a good level, because that will turn the candle into red. It can stretch till 2040, and once it draws below 2040, more bearishness can be seen there. So very simple, in between 2045 and 2060 do not trade. Stochastic is overbought on the daily charts, which means it can try to get a pullback. See the MACD lines have also stabilized. The divergence is now trying to converge, and see the candle size have flattened, and the RSI is also trading near to the top. These are all indication that there could be a possibility of a slight drop, and if it stays below 2240, 2245 levels, then only we can expect a slighter stretch drop. Take your trades accordingly. Trade with a stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. On the downside below 2020, we can expect 20 and then 2170, 2150 level. But always you have to put a trailing stop loss. Take your trades accordingly. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training query. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day.